What if time could be rewritten? What if we could bring back the wondrous creatures extinction left behind? What if you could run your own prehistoric kingdom? Through the power of genetic technology, biological marvels from a bygone era roam the Earth once more, providing an opportunity to protect, preserve and nurture the ancient past. But it's not just the animals that are looked after. State-of-the-art facilities keep the guests entertained and satisfied throughout their visit to the park. This place is a sanctuary for our planet's rich history, with extinct species of all shapes and sizes. And of course, you can also find some of the cute ones. It reminds me of mine back home. It's crucial we give these beautiful creatures the respect and care they need. Or else we might be the ones facing extinction.
Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is DeLady and we're here to finally talk about Prehistoric Kingdom. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, are you going to play it? Yes, of course. I have been keeping an eye out on this game for a long while now, but I actually just held off of making any videos yet because I just wanted to see what further development would do with the game and stuff. But now, finally, the game has announced that we're going to have an alpha stage which will launch at the 19th of March. If you, after looking at this video, want to get access to the alpha or beta, make sure to watch until the end of this video because it is very important to know the information if you want to get access to that, because it's not that easy that you're just going to Steam and you can just buy the game. But I will talk about that a little bit later on in this video. First, let me clarify, the humans in this trailer that you're seeing right now, those are going to be updated as far as I've heard. So those will not be the final versions of the humans. I know they look a little bit static, maybe a little bit off, but as far as I can tell, they will be updated. So that, first of all. Second of all, this game is coming with several biomes, and I will talk about what will be specifically in the alpha update later on in this video. So I'm now more talking about the general information that we have, which is coming to the full version of the game. So as said, the game will come with several biomes named desert, scrubland, grassland, tropical, wetland, coastal, and temperate and boreal. And the game will also have a terrain tool that, if you're familiar with Planet Zoo, it looks a little bit like Planet Zoo, but without the stem brushes. And the water system actually looks way easier. It feels like more being like a brush that you're just able to draw out your water really easily, and you will have 3 different sizes of brushes with different types of height of the water level. So I think definitely when it comes down to making water in your habitat, it's going to be way easier, and it looks really, really cool. You will also be able, just like in Planet Zoo, I'm sorry to compare it a lot with Planet Zoo, but that is the game that we have been playing for the last 1.5 years on the channel. And obviously we also played Jurassic World Evolution on the channel and Planet Coaster, which all look a little bit the same, as in a lot of different aspects with building and stuff. So yeah, I will be comparing the game very often with those other 3 games every once in a while. But yeah, for example, with building, you have this grid building system in Planet Zoo. What is basically actually really cool about Prehistoric Kingdom is that you can build on a grid, but you can also turn off the grid. So basically, all the objects that you would normally see being only in a grid or separate from a building, you're now just able to really build more advanced with like every piece not being a grid piece. So that is actually really cool. I'm not entirely sure about rotating. I haven't really seen any footage about that, so I'm not entirely sure if you can rotate like each and every wall as well, but I do think you can, but don't pin me on that one. But yeah, it definitely has some really cool functions to build with. What you also can do is you are able to resize your object. So dynamic resizing. You will have the ability to resize any of your objects. So with your rocks or like small little poles or walls or fences, like everything is resizable, which is actually a really cool feature. Some of you may notice as well from The Sims, but The Sims is only like a few objects. But in this game, it's going to be like really a lot of different type of pieces to be able to reskill them, which really gives you so many more possibilities and options in the game, which is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. The game will also come with some kind of foliage painting, which will actually mean that you will have a brush where you will select a biome, for example, and then you can select whatever tree or bush from that biome you want to be added under your brush. So you will be able to really easily just fill your habitat in with a lot of shrubs and trees, just like you have seen a little bit in Jurassic World Evolution, only the difference is that you can really select like your density, for example, and also just, of course, being able to put down one tree or one bush by yourself, like having complete freedom of wherever you put everything down. You can select every tree and bush you want to put down separately as well, but it's really cool to have this ability to put down or like to paint actually just an area in your habitat in one go with like trees and plants, for example. So you really have the total freedom in that, and it's really made possible to make it more easier for you. So that is a really cool feature I'm also looking forward to. So the game will also come with power management and utility functions to make sure some of your animals and dinosaurs are of course not being able to break out of their habitats, just like in Jurassic World Evolution. And yes, for those that are wondering, yes, they can break out, and yes, they can eat your guests in this game. The game will also include jeeps and helicopters like we've seen in Jurassic World Evolution, which will also help you to manage your zoo, obviously. And as far as I can tell, at least a jeep, you can also control yourself, so to drive around in your own park in Prehistoric Kingdom. So if you're playing this game in a non-sandbox mode, so probably in some kind of career mode or some challenge mode or anything like that, you of course will be obligated to dig up fossils and find new species in order to be able to add them in your park, just like we also seen in Jurassic World Evolution. But obviously in sandbox mode, you will have the complete freedom without having the need to unlock all your animals or anything like that. Also, a very cool feature that is going to be added in the game are aviaries. So as of right now, we only have confirmed that the Microraptor is one of the animals that will be added in the game for the aviaries. The difference with the other animals is obviously that there is not going to be any pathfinding or traversable areas like you've seen in Planet Zoo or even in Jurassic World Evolution, where you see animals just walking around. So the aviary animals will be having more of like a loop animation. But what is really cool about these aviaries is that, one, you're able to turn off how they're looking on the outside. So you can basically just hide away the fencing and just create something yourself. You can create your own fencing, for example, but you can also, for example, just build like a big aviary and add just aviaries on different types of areas. And then you will be able to make like a big one without seeing the actual boundaries of the real aviary itself. And you will also be able to change the look of the fencing of the aviary if you're deciding to keep it like that, or you will be able to change the structure around it or the lighting to get a different look for your aviary. And you will also be able to change the biome of the aviary. If I'm correct, there will be 3 different biomes, at least for now, available for the aviaries to change the look of how your aviary is looking from the inside. So each animal that will be added in Prehistoric Kingdom will come with a species variant and will also come with color and pattern variants. And as of right now, there will be added, I think, 4 different type of fences. There will be concrete fences, wooden fences, glass fences, and steel fences as of right now. I'm not entirely sure if there will be more added in the future, but this is what we have seen so far confirmed by Prehistoric Kingdom. Also, a very cool feature that is going to be added is an in-game screenshot tool For those that don't have NVIDIA graphic card, you may not have any idea that we have the ability to create beautiful screenshots with a program called Ansel. And what the developers actually did was just taking that tool and just building something in-game so everyone will be able to create beautiful and stunning screenshots in Prehistoric Kingdom. And I think that's just really amazing that they added this feature into the game. I really love to play myself with the Ansel NVIDIA tool to create beautiful screenshots. But in this game, everyone will be able to do that. So that is really cool. So as said, the game will go into alpha stage on the 19th of March. During that period of time, they will probably be doing some smaller bug fixes and some small updates, but they're not planning to do any really big updates during that time. After that, the game will go into a beta stage with obviously more features of the game being added and also some small bug fixes and updates. After that, the game will go into early access, which will also make sure that you will be able to buy the game via Steam on early access. And then after that, the game will go into full launch. I'm not entirely sure if that is planned in 2021 or that will be in 2022. Either way, I'm very excited for this game. I'm ready for the alpha stage. So talking about the alpha stage, what is actually in the alpha stage? Let's go through that. The initial alpha release includes the following animals: 6 animals: Tyrannosaurus, Edmontosaurus, Lambeosaurus, the Stegosaurus, the Nasutoceratops, and Microraptor, including alternative skins or species. Multi-leveling pathfinding used a modular system to create corridors, platforms, and ramps for your animals to navigate around. Various behaviors. Animals can engage in a variety of basic behavior like eating, drinking, grazing, resting, socializing, and broadcasting. Some animals will be updated to include absent behavior shortly after alpha's release. Creative. Terraforming suit. Carve the terrain with 6 distinct tools: raise, lower, smooth, flatten, roughen, and erosion. Get your feet wet with up to 3 paintable water materials in varying depths. 4 paintable biomes. Tropical, temperate, scrubland, and wetland are available to paint terrain and forest with. Use the brush intensity to create subtle and stylish gradients between textures to add some more realism to the park. 13 structures. Bring your Prehistoric Kingdom to life with a section of buildings from the animal care, infrastructure, guest facilities, and enclosure categories. 250 modular items. Get custom with over 250 modular items, pieces, and plans to build designs of your own specificity. Use the modern styling to pick from 7 wall textures or 4 roof designs. Path fencing. Choose from 12 fences and 7 path materials using an intuitive, spline-based construction system. Enable terraced fence placements to create a uniquely staggered look. Saving and loading. Save your park and build up over time. As of the nature with alpha, save games will likely break upon entering beta and early access launch. Due to more extensive development being required, some previously planned features like object wall recoloring and undo and redo will be unavailable until beta or early access launch. Management of the game. Basic economy. Provide for supply and demand with guest facilities and attractions. Offset the cost of construction, animal production, and building upkeep by turning a profit. Basic power management. Connect and power your park with basic power management. Failure and reboot mechanics have been disabled for alpha. Basic visitors. What's a park without guests to wander the path? Additional animations, AI, and enhanced model variation and guest-related gameplay will be arriving in beta and early access launch. Import and additional info. In terms of what you can expect for supporting during alpha, we're only looking to tackle stability issues and bug fixes. We will be making note of player feedback and talking with the community the entire time, but any new or upcoming content we show in devlogs won't be available until beta or early access release unless explicitly stated. We're treating alpha and beta as distinct milestones so that we're not simultaneously implementing features and shipping them to a live branch without extensive internal testing or supporting content. By staggering additions between the 2 milestones, we're able to focus on feedback that's specific to what we currently offer rather than diluting results. Now, there's obviously a lot more on this page. I will link this one in the description down below, but just to give you an idea, this is about the modular pet finding and some really cool screenshots. And about the audio, there's also a video about that in the forum post. And the foliage showcase, so you can tell already like how beautiful the foliage is. I really love these rock types and the trees. They look absolutely amazing. And as well as these guys, they look really beautiful. And you also have a building showcase right over here with the different types of walls and the textures we're going to get. And these are the roof pieces or the ramps you could also use it for, obviously. And we also have some hay bandings that definitely remind us of Planet Zoo in this case. And you will also be able to build shelters and stuff for them. These are the type of fences. As I just mentioned, we are having modern glass, modern concrete. This is a combination of glass and concrete, I think. And a news roundup right over here. Community spotlights of people that are already having access to the game right now, but are not really allowed to share that much except for some screenshots. And yeah, it is just definitely looking super promising. So I highly recommend you to just go to the website and check it out over there as well. And just see what else they all have to offer for the game. There's also a list here with the animals overview. So obviously not all the animals that will be in early access, so not alpha, but early access, are revealed yet. So there are still a few question marks. But there will be 22 animals available at early access launch. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up with Prehistoric Kingdom. So now, if you want to get access to the alpha stage or the beta stage, you do have to keep in mind that you need to get access before the 19th of March on the website. I will link in the description down below. After that 19th of March, you will not be able to get the alpha stage or the beta stage from the website anymore. And I'm 99% sure that you also will not be able to get that one via Steam. So if you want to get early access for the alpha or the beta, definitely make sure to get the game before the 19th of March. So yeah, I'm definitely super excited to get my hands on this game. I'm very excited to all the new features that are being added in the game. New as in comparison to Jurassic World Evolution and Planet Zoo, obviously. I really can't wait to get my hands on it and to really be creative as well in this game, as well as in Planet Zoo. We're obviously not going to stop playing Planet Zoo, but we're definitely going to play a lot of Prehistoric Kingdom next to it. So do make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like at the video if you guys enjoyed, and let me know in the comment section down below, how hyped are you for Prehistoric Kingdom? If I forgot anything else to mention in this video, do let me know in the comment section as well, of course. And of course, tell me, what animal are you most excited about that is coming to Prehistoric Kingdom? I posted a lot more pictures of the animals that are coming into the game with full release and the early access on my Instagram account. I will link that one as well in the description down below. And you can also find me on Twitter, Facebook, and all these other social media pages. So definitely go and check out the links down in the description down below. I really look forward to read all your hyped comments because I do know the hype is real and you guys are really excited for it. So please do let me know how hyped you are for this awesome game. Yeah, I'm just really excited to get my hands on this game. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I really hope to see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys!